Hi everyone, I'm Chyill and welcome back to another Battlerite video. Today's video is my Sirius gameplay guide and it's partly like a follow-up to the guide that I made on Sirius a couple of months ago. And in this video, I'll try to communicate while I play as Sirius for maybe about 2 games to sort of give you an idea of my thought process like when I play with Sirius as a champion. So before I get further into the video, I just want to quickly talk about the giveaway that I'll be holding as sort of a celebration for a year of doing this YouTube thing. So I'll be giving away 2 Battlerite keys, and the way that you'll be able to join this giveaway would be just to leave a comment below and just fill up a simple form. That's it, really simple. And the form is mostly just for your email address so that I can contact you should you win the giveaway. Your email addresses will be kept confidential, so you don't have to worry about that, and you may find the link to the form down in the description below. After the cutoff point for this giveaway, that is 3 PM Malaysia time or GMT +8 on the 26th of October next week, the 2 winners will be picked randomly from all the entries, and I'll email the winners directly to give them the keys. I'll also make a further comment on this video once the giveaway is over to announce who are the winners and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's about it on the giveaway, so now let's just continue on the video. Before we begin the games, I'd like to reiterate that I'm certainly not a very high level player, and so my game sense and mechanics aren't exactly the greatest, but even so, I think doing such a video might be interesting since beginner players can learn from this and better players can tell me what I'm doing wrong and what I should be focusing on and stuff like that as well. So yeah, with all that being said, let's play some Battlerite. Okay, there we go. First map, and this map I don't really know the name of this map, but there are quite a decent number of walls as you can see in the middle section of the map. And for our champions, it doesn't seem like we really interact with walls much, except for maybe Jumong. Like Jumong's ultimate interacts with walls in some way, so that might be good for Jumong. But Rukan, Croak, Sirius, nah, not much. Sirius actually has a little bit of interaction with walls where if you space into a wall or somewhere where you're not supposed to reach, you actually like bounce back to where you started with. So that could be something that you could try to employ in your gameplay, but it's not something that you usually want to do, but it's just something that you can keep in mind just in case, you know, it might be just something useful. But anyway, in this first round, I usually take Sunbath as a Battlerite because this really gives you a lot of healing after you use your charge attack. Lunatic is pretty good as well for the extra Petrify, but if you can reliably hit your counters, the buff from this Illumination Battlerite is pretty good as well. But I still prefer Sunbath most of the time just for the extra healing. So yeah. Okay, so at the start of the match, because you want to make use of your charge attack as much as possible, I'll usually just be like chilling at the back, trying to find opportunities to jump in and maybe use my charge attack. So there we go. Because the charge attack applies the weaken debuff. You can use it to trade against enemies. Basically make their healing and damage output like really weak for a while. So that's really useful when you're trying to like trade with enemies, you know. Like I said, I want to fight with Croak right now, right? Typically I'll lose like a one-on-one melee fight, but if I can get a charge attack on him, it's usually a pretty good deal for me. Alright. Oh, I missed. Wanted to finish him off. Okay, I missed again. Let's just quickly get this orb and try to finish them off with an ultimate. There we go. So yeah, I usually try to make full use of Sirius's charge attacks just for the weaken debuff and also for the large amount of burst damage that you get from it. And then if you took the Sunbath Battlerite, you get like a big burst heal on your next mouse too, which is super handy in like keeping your teammates alive or keeping yourself alive. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Sirius actually. Like, you can use your shift mouse one to finish off enemies. In the first round's case just now, I was trying to kill Croak, right? But obviously I missed both times. But yeah. So that is typically your game plan as Sirius. I didn't go into too much detail about why I picked that Battlerite in the second round, but if you want to know more about like my thoughts on the Battlerite, you can watch my Sirius guide that will be linked in the description below. I went into more detail there. It's not that I don't want to describe it, but I was busy talking about something else anyways. So yeah, usually I try to petrify somebody if possible and keep them out of the fight. So over there, I just tried to use the R ability so that I can recharge my charge attack really quickly. Oh, I did not hit that. Just trying to keep my teammate alive. Nice. So remember what I mentioned about the... There we go, finish him off. What I mentioned about the walls. So Jumong managed to nicely place himself, or rather place the enemies between him and the wall, and very easily, well, use his ultimate to pin them against the wall. But I think it wouldn't have pinned them against the wall if they hit 2 champions. But even if it hit only 1, we would have, like, you know, got hit into the wall. So that's something to take note of when you're playing any champion. You know, just think about like you know, what your teammates can do with walls and what your enemies can do. Because I mean, yeah, there's so many different maps in Battlerite, and so the only thing different in every game is of course the champions and the maps, like, you know, where the walls are placed and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, in this third round, against 2 melees, I think I'll probably take either Debilitating Slash or Lethal Slash. Like, either I go for more bursts or I try to be a little bit cheeky and try to get more weakened duration to trade more with them. But it seems like they are going for my teammate more, and so I think, and he's doing fine surviving, so I don't really think I need Debilitating Slash. So I just take Lethal Slash just to finish the round faster, do more damage and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, since I took Celestial Cycle in the second round, I have quite a lot of charge attacks, and so the bonus damage that I get from the Battlerite is pretty useful in making sure I make use of it. Okay, this is really annoying. Okay, I was hoping he would turn around to hit me there and petrify this guy. And then, because he still has the root even though he jumps away, I just thought I'd maybe do some damage with my ultimate as well. There you go, petrify him and keep him out of the fight for a while. But unfortunately I missed my charge attack there. Just use my petrify. So something you can do is to just petrify right on top of yourself, especially against melee champions. There you go. Avoid his ultimate there. So that's another nice combo you can do after you took your... There we go. After you take like the second round Battlerite, if you see like the little circle next to your health bar, like once it's more than half filled, you know that you can do a R into mouse 1 combo. So that's something to keep in mind. So that was a quick first round, and I'll take this opportunity to sort of like ask you to vote for which Battlerite champion gameplay guide you want to watch next. So today's one is Sirius, obviously. So you can vote on like which one you want to see next by clicking at the I button at the top right, this side, I don't know, top right now, and vote over there. I'll probably list maybe about 3 or 4 champions, and you can vote on which one you want to see next. So yeah, typically I've just been doing it like willy-nilly, like, you know, whatever I want to play, and so today's one is Sirius. But yeah, now I want to let you guys vote just like how I did my champion guides last time. So yeah, you can vote on which champion guide you want to see next. And so that's the first round done. I will queue up for my second round now. And yeah, And there we go, second map. And it seems like we're in this arena thing during the daytime. And there are quite a few walls here and there in the middle. And so that's something to take note of. So yeah, we do actually have to take care of the walls like this round, because they have a rook who can knock us into walls with his R to incapacitate us. And but we do have a Jumong as well who can benefit from having walls with his ultimate ability. So yeah, I can't remember. Iva. No, Iva doesn't really have anything to do with walls, so that's okay. So yeah, as usual, Sunbath for the burst healing after you use the charge attack. Should be pretty good here. The good thing is that they do not have a support champion, so if I can keep my team alive longer than they can, or rather better than they can do damage to us, then we'll probably win in the long run. Okay, so as usual at the beginning, just sort of try to wait out and see if they come into us, and maybe I can try to get a... There we go. Just get away for a bit. Alright, I meant to avoid his rush over there. So just trying to find opportunities to jump in and use my charge attack. So I'm just trying to wait for Iva to use her space. It doesn't seem like... I'm gonna try to petrify her now, which I missed, but since oops. That was like a little switcheroo over there. Counter that, and there we go. Finish her off. So it seems like Iva is not really that great. Her jumps are like a bit slow most of the time. I actually jumped a little slow there. There we go. Make sure he uses counter. And finish. Voila. So if you can get some practice with Sirius, like sort of cancelling his charge mouse one, you can actually play around with the enemies a little bit, especially if they have counter abilities like Rooks, Shifu and all that. Even Sirius himself, well, on the enemy team. So it's actually pretty good to practice like sort of cancelling the charge attack, because you can typically bait out some counters that way. Something to think about. So anyways, in this second round, again, yeah, I'll probably pick Celestial Cycle. I don't really need the shield that I get from Sunscreen, even though I can predict when they're gonna attack and I can counter. I don't think I'll take this, because I feel like the damage that you get from this Celestial Cycle is just so much more. You practically like reducing your the cooldown of your charged Moss one by like somewhere between 30 to 50% if you use your R like all the time. So yeah, pretty useful, just for the extra burst and stuff. Sirius is actually like a bit of a half of a support and a DPS champion to me, because he just really deals a lot of burst damage if you play him right. I'm gonna try to jump on her. I'm surprised she didn't jump there. There we go. Accidentally got stunned over there. I'm gonna try to do as much damage as I can and not take too much at the same time. So evidently I took a little bit... Oh, oops. There we go. Heal my teammate up with my spacebar. Well, I tried to at least. There we go. I'm gonna try to finish Iva off with my X mouse one. There we go. Now it's just a matter of controlling the center and making sure Rook doesn't have his way with this. That is not something... that is not supposed to be that way. Okay, just counter that charge. That was a big fail over there. And I mistimed my... oops. Mistimed my cancel over there. I should have cancelled my... shift space for the charge attack. There we go. And finish off with the R. So Another thing to note about Sirius is that you have the EX space ability. So the difference between the normal space ability and the EX space ability is the fact that when you use EX space, you actually recharge your charged mouse 1 attack. And also of course it deals more damage and heals more as well where you land. So it's really useful when you're trying to burst down someone. You know your charge attack is not ready, so you can shift space onto the enemy and just deal lots of burst damage that way. There we go. And let's go. I'm gonna jump onto this guy and I misread. I thought he was gonna try to use his E over there. I thought, okay, the E lasts a little longer than I expected. Use my counter there to sort of do lots of burst damage. Since he used his jump, I can jump onto him again. There we go. Because he doesn't have his double jump, I know that once he jumps once, he doesn't have a second jump anymore. So I'll try to petrify this guy. Not that it matters anyways, he's alone. It's more of just stopping him, and then my teammate can use his mouse too or something like that. Oops. He's just running at this point, which is, well, okay, but he should be trying to do some damage as well. He's not gonna get anywhere if he doesn't try to do some sort of damage to us. There we go. So that's something you can set up with like a petrify and all those kind of things. So that's pretty useful, and that's sort of what you're trying to aim for as Sirius, is to maybe, you know, at the start, if let's say you can't really use your charge attack as well, then you can sort of just find opportunity to petrify someone, use R to close the gap, use space to close the gap, and do some damage that way. But of course, don't put yourself in too much harm, since like if you space into fights, you will be without your escape cooldown unless you use like your Q, and you know that you can get away with your Q, or you can use your R as well. So yeah, just do be careful with that. And I hope that was 2 rounds really, and I hope those 2 rounds were very useful for you to, if you are trying to learn Sirius, of course. If you haven't already watched my Sirius guide video, go watch that video where I actually cover in more detail like everything that I've been talking about, like what you're supposed to do at Sirius, what Battlerites are good, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's about it from me for this video. Don't forget to enter into the giveaway if you want some Battlerite keys for yourself. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. And until next time guys, have a great day, keep gaming, stay chill, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?